Hi there, you're listening to What's New Today, a kids and family podcast. This is Sangeeta, your host from India, and in this episode, I'm joined by three children who are not merely curious about sports, but live, dream, and follow sports with a passion that can only be rivaled by Jesse Owen's passion for running. We recorded this podcast across different sessions in the past few weeks, so different parts of the conversation covering cricket, football, and other events have different children chiming in with their opinions. Alrighty, now after that rather long-winded introduction, let me quickly introduce you to my three super amazing co-hosts for this episode.
Hello, I am Mitansh Rajkotia of Delhi Public School, Kamptee Road, Nagpur, and I am 14 years old.
Hi, I'm Tejas Madhusudan. I'm 13 years old and I live in Bangalore and I study in DPS in East International School.
Hi, I'm Tejas Sehgal. I study in Venkateshwar International School. I am 14 years old right now and I am in the 9th grade.
Welcome all three of you. So let's get started with the most important event in December 2022, which was the FIFA World Cup, which had a lot of controversies. The biggest being, how do you pronounce the word Qatar? Is it Qatar, Qatar, or Qatar? Do you know?
Since we do have two Tejas on this recording, I will refer to Tejas Madhusudanan as Tejas M and Tejas Sehgal as either Sehgal or Tejas S.
Ma'am, only Sehgal, not either Sehgal.
I will stick to calling you only Sehgal. Now, before we get started with our FIFA roundup, I have a bunch of FIFA World Cup related trivia quiz ready. Are you guys ready? I will post the question and whoever knows the answer first can just give the answer. You're welcome to outshout the other.
Game show.
Italy was the reigning champion for 16 years from 1934 to 1950.
Why?
Because the countries which won were colonized by Italy.
Good, actually it's a good answer. Very nice answer, but no.
That will only be possible if British won.
If the British was won.
From 1930, can you please repeat the question?
1934 to 1950. Guess what else might have happened at that point in time?
The World War II.
World War.
So I got it. 1934 World Cup was won by Italy, and then after that, the next World Cup took place directly in 1950. So for that gap of 16 years, there were no World Cups held. Therefore, we can conclude that Italy were the reigning champions for 16 years.
We hereby award 1 point to Tejas Sehgal for a complete sentence answer and half a point for the correct answer. All right, the next
1.5 points.
Yeah, 1.5 points. Here's an interesting question. I know India is a country where both cricket and football we're quite crazy about. Cricket we're a little more crazy about. And
Yeah.
Now, this month has been the football crazy season. So here's a question. Only one man has played in both the World Cup cricket and World Cup football. Can you name who he is?
Played from India.
He is not an Indian.
Okay.
He does not play now. Okay, this happened quite some time ago, but he's very famous.
David Beckham.
David Beckham has played cricket.
I have seen one or two videos of him trying cricket.
On YouTube, he may have played. I don't think he's played any World Cup.
No World Cup.
He has to be an Englishman, definitely.
He's not an Englishman.
Australian.
Okay, I'll give you half a point because if I had said woman, then you would be right. There is one lady from Australia who has played both World Cup cricket and World Cup football. And this happened actually quite recently, just 10 or 11 years ago.
Is it Haley
No. Okay, I'll give you one more clue.
McGrath from Australian?
No, it's not. He's not an Australian. He is from the West Indies.
Oh. Viv Richards.
Yes,
No.
it was Vivian Richards.
Viv Richards, actually. I was just guessing randomly.
Okay.
Viv Richards played a football World Cup?
Viv Richards is too good.
For Viv Richards' compliment, you will get extra half a point. For the correct answer, Tejas Madhusudanan gets 1 point. So both of you now have 1.5 points.
I'm just adding this additional piece of trivia after the recording for people who are very curious about this. Sir Vivian Richards played the qualifying match for the Football World Cup for Antigua in 1974. And I'm sure everybody knows that in 1975 and 1979, he was part of the squad which played the Cricket World Cup for West Indies.
Next question. True or false? The most common score in any World Cup final is 1-0.
False.
Apparently, it's true.
What?
I just came across this on a trivia and it just seems so wrong that in a World Cup final, the most common score is 1-0. Just sounds
Not possible. Because as far as I remember, it could be. 2018 World Cup final score was 4-2 to France.
And then
time it
2014 was
3-3.
1-0 to Germany.
Yeah, then
2010
10
was
to
like 2-0, right, for Spain?
No, 1-0 to Spain.
Oh.
Yeah, it could be 1-0.
Yeah, it's
True.
probably 1-0.
True.
Okay, for both of you for having jogged your memory, I'll give 1 full point for both of you and half a point for both of you for proving that your answer originally was incorrect. A host country has an advantage in a World Cup final. True or false?
False.
True, because they
False.
know where they, what about the conditions of the ground. Plus, they have a lot of fan following over there.
In my opinion, that happens in cricket. I've never seen a football World Cup final where the host country.
And plus, cricket, for example, from the last 3 World Cups, the host nation
only the host
is
have
winning.
won. Yeah, but today's
Yeah.
football, so I don't think it's correct.
It is true that the host country does have an advantage even in World Cup football. So
How?
1998 France, they were the host nation, they won it. I think 1930 Uruguay, they won it.
Uruguay.
that is the first ever World Cup.
Yeah.
Italy won first ever World Cup, no?
1934,
Uruguay.
second World Cup, Italy won.
Yeah.
I'm adding this additional piece of trivia again after the recording. 6 out of the 22 editions of FIFA World Cup so far have been won by the host countries. Uruguay in 1930, Italy 1934, England 1966, West Germany 1974, Argentina in 1978 and France in 1998.
One more question. Final question.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I won this. I'm already 3-2 up.
Well, I'll make
But
up like France did.
Either we go on into penalties and Argentina, you win, or we result in the 2018 World Cup final score 4-2.
I would like both of you to take a wild guess, okay? How many World Cup finals have been decided on penalties?
3.
Yeah, 3. Exactly 3.
My guess is 3.
Which one?
I'll tell you the answers. 1966, wherein England won. 2022, Argentina won. And one more, 2006, Italy won. So,
The first one only you were wrong. First one is, I believe, 1990.
First one, these guys won in extra time. England, remember the crossbar thingy, the ghost goal.
oh, sorry, I took the 3-3 draw. Oh, shit. No. But I'm sure for the last 2.
Just the first one is the 1994 Brazil beat Italy.
Oh.
I don't remember that.
It's fine, I got the point. I answered first.
But I answered more.
I'll have to award both of you equal points because Tejas Madhusudanan gave the correct answer. Tejas Sehgal explained it. 2 out of 3 were correct.
Okay, anyways,
One
both of
final
us.
question.
Anyways, both of us win because both of us are Tejas.
I am going to retire my voice for the next 2-3 minutes because I just have a few questions to ask. So when you went into the FIFA World Cup, who are your favorites?
Well, I support Germany, but I thought they had a better chance this year because their team was better. Because they had all young players this time. But I think they need to wait till 2026 to actually do something useful. And then some other teams that I didn't expect Argentina and all to go that high. I was expecting Netherlands to win. Netherlands is like a really good team throughout history, but they have a World Cup curse. They can never win a World Cup.
See, I am a Ronaldo fan. In the wildest dreams of mine, I never wanted Argentina to win. But my favorites to this World Cup, looking at the team everyone had, was of course Brazil. having one of the strongest teams. Looking at their entire squad with a world class front three. Then, but another thing which I'm shocked about this World Cup was Morocco entering the semi-finals.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And something I want is that 2026 World Cup goes to Portugal and Ronaldo retires after that. Hats off to Kylian Mbappe for the way he played in the final, coming back from 2-0, then 3-2. The way he scored the under pressure final penalty, I'm very sure even Messi or Ronaldo couldn't do that if they were in that situation.
Which is the one team that has surprised you the most?
Morocco.
outside of Argentina?
Morocco. No doubt. They actually conceded the least goals going into the semis in the whole tournament.
For me, the team which I was surprised the most by was probably Belgium, because they had one of the best midfields in the entire world, having Kevin De Bruyne with them. Undoubtedly the best midfielder right now.
Who's been your most favorite player coming out of the tournament?
Kylian Mbappe. Not a single question about that. Practically saying Messi played well during the entire World Cup. So number 1 Mbappe, number 2 Messi, number 3 I'll award it to Livakovic from Croatia, their keeper. He did a wonderful job.
So the goalkeepers were the most underrated players on earth. Dominic Ivakovic, the Croatian goalie, right? He's the only reason Croatia beat Brazil. He's the only reason they even came close to touching the trophy. And then Morocco, their defense was so strong. Bono, goalkeeper, Hakimi, defender. They stopped all attacks. Gavi from Spain. He played so well in the midfield in the group stages. I really thought he'd be like he'd win the Golden Boy.
In one sentence, if you had to sum up the entire FIFA World Cup experience, what would that be? Tejas,
Shocking.
Oh no, he didn't even use up the sentence. He just used one word.
Everyone tried. Ronaldo cried. Yeah, Messi fulfilled his dream. The best World Cup final that we had ever seen.
Yeah, that's 100%. That's no question.
It's arrivé. The day of glory has indeed arrived. Argentina, champions of the world!
Across sports, what are the big events that come to your mind as something that really stood out? It could be in cricket, it could be in athletics, it could be in tennis.
Yeah, events I would recall the Asia Cup, because Kohli regained his form. He scored a wonderful 100, 122 of 61. I'll also remember the World Cup 2022 cricket. What an innings we had by Virat Kohli against Pakistan. Wow is the word.
Kohli.
And also, the Indian women winning the Asia Cup.
Tejas Madhusudanan?
Okay, Asia Cup. It was a good tournament, and Bhuvneshwar Kumar finally regained his form and bowled better. T20 World Cup, Kohli and Surya Kumar Yadav played so well in the World Cup. Then we have the two goats retiring from tennis, Roger Federer and Serena Williams.
Just a trivia question. What do you call a random goat playing football?
Tejas.
No, Cristiano Ronaldo. He's the greatest of all time.
Maradona better.
Ronaldo better. Ronaldo has 120 international goals.
Do one final question to give the true winner of the quiz.
I have a really, really weirdo trivia. Okay.
All right.
The fastest red card in any World Cup.
I know the duration. I don't know the player. 36 seconds.
39th second.
Close
But it
enough.
was given to him in the 52nd second because the referee took 13 seconds to take the red card
Yeah.
and show it to him.
I remember it's this African dude with a blue and a white shirt.
All right.
Give us one final question which we have to think
I
a lot
officially
about.
have won the quiz.
Let's come on to cricket.
I'll have one last question. This is the absolute last, okay?
All right.
2022 World Cup. Qatar was the host country and was eliminated. But in one instance earlier, a host country was eliminated in the first round, which was that one other. And this did not happen in the very distant past.
I think it should be 2010 South Africa. I am a GOAT follower.
See, in my defense, this headphone randomly started making some noise and I couldn't hear the question.
That's what Messi always does after losing a record to Ronaldo. That's always what he does. Hence proved Ronaldo better than Messi.
No, Messi better than Ronaldo. Change my mind.
Ronaldo
All
better
right,
than Messi.
okay, guys.
On that very glorious note of supposed microphone malfunctioning, I'll take us on to another podcast recording we've done a little while earlier. Because as some of us might remember, FIFA was not the only sporting event that did happen in 2022. On to our T20 World Cup in cricket. Since we'd all had so much fun discussing football trivia, here was a very quick trivia round that Mitansh and I played. But this was about cricket.
First question. Which cricket ground is commonly referred to as the home of cricket or the Mecca of cricket?
Wankhede Stadium,
No, it's not in India.
Melbourne Stadium,
No. Think of the country where cricket originated.
place in Britain. What must be the name?
Lords.
Oh, Lords. Yes, Lords Cricket Ground. Yes. Final of 1983 World Cup happened there. I remember.
Second one, I think this one you'll be able to work it out.
Okay.
Which of these is the odd one out? Real Madrid, Manchester United, Wimbledon, and Chelsea FC.
The third option, Wimbledon. Because Wimbledon is not a football club.
Cool. Okay, this one is a very tricky question. The first ever official international cricket match was held in the year 1844. Which
First-
two countries played?
See, one must be England. Okay, it wasn't England.
No, go ahead. One must be England. It's a very logical guess. I have to agree. If I were in your shoes, even I would have assumed that. Okay.
England versus Australia.
The answer is so weird. It is the United States versus Canada.
What? United States versus Canada.
Yeah.
I
Very
could have never
weird.
guessed it.
I'm interrupting this podcast recording with a small explanation for this rather outlandish piece of trivia. So Britain had brought cricket to all of its colonies, which includes the United States and Canada. And even George Washington was supposed to have been a great fan of cricket. So there used to be a lot of cricket clubs in the US and Canada which toured and played against each other in the 19th century. But then in the later part of the 19th century, baseball gained popularity and cricket declined. That still does not take away the fact that New York City hosted the first ever international cricket match.
Okay, this one's a super easy question. Traditionally, what color is the cricket ball?
White?
Red.
Oh, traditionally. The test is played with red and the ODI T20 are played with white.
Last question.
Okay.
Which country has won the T20 World Cup the most?
Australia.
Going into this year's T20 World Cup, which country was your favorite?
India. Always India. In this World Cup, particularly India, because the players were quite young and new generation were given a chance. Though I was quite happy.
Who are the top three player picks after the T20 tournament is over now? The
One is Surya Kumar Yadav in India. The captain of New Zealand, Kane Williamson. He's also quite good. The third one would be Pakistan's Babar Azam. The way he leads the team to the in even pressurized situations, it's amazing.
Tejas Madhusudanan, when you saw the T20 World Cup, were you surprised that England won?
Yeah, I was very surprised that England won. I really thought that India would easily beat England because of the form that Kohli and Surya Kumar Yadav were in. And I thought that India-Pakistan final would be fun to watch.
I'm sure the entire subcontinent was prepared for that.
Yes.
Any sports wrap up coming from India is absolutely complete as long as you cover the important cricket and football related events. But we also thought we should quickly mention the two GOATs in the world of tennis who did retire this year. I don't follow a lot of tennis, but I just thought we should pay an ode to Roger Federer and Serena Williams, a year where both of them have retired. Tejas Madhusudanan, do you know anything about these players? What do you know about Roger Federer?
I know that Federer's Swiss, I think, and very elegant play style, I feel. Because I've seen quite a bit of his games, and I have two Wilson rackets, like tennis rackets from him. I used to play tennis. So Federer's play style is very orthodox. He doesn't try a lot of different kind of stuff, like maybe moving or hitting back of the hand or something like that. He uses his reach and his brilliant serves to win points.
And what do you know about Serena Williams?
My dad told me her sister Venus Williams is the more technical player, but Serena Williams' serves were better, and serves are also 50% of a whole tennis game. And these two players, Roger Federer and Serena Williams, are both very good at that.
I shall quote a sports journalist here. Although Federer's 20 Grand Slam titles places him third behind Nadal, who has 22, and Djokovic, who has 21, Federer is the GOAT, both as a player and a flawless human being. So apparently Federer always respected his opponent and even his opponent's fans. He has never shown a bad gesture towards the crowd, even if they interrupted him in the middle of a match. So that's why he's one of the most adored players. What shall I say about Serena Williams? Serena Williams has won more Grand Slam singles titles, 23, than any other woman or man during the Open era in tennis. She has just shattered records along the way, and she's a huge inspiration, especially for the African American community. But to me, what I found really interesting is that Serena Williams has even written a children's book and created a popular toy that has become a huge Instagram celebrity. So she's probably got a brilliant business career too ahead of her. That brings us to the end of this 2022 sports wrap up. Did you guys enjoy it? Mitansh, Tejas Sehgal and Tejas Madhusudanan, thank you for being such delightful co-hosts. I had a jolly good time chatting with the three of you during the multiple podcast recording sessions we had for sports. This is also the last episode on What's New Today for 2022. We're taking a short break and we'll be back in the first week of January 6th. The Friday will be the first episode releasing for 2023. If this is the first time ever you're listening to an episode on What's New Today, now is a fantastic time for you to click follow and subscribe button. And if you really enjoyed listening to this episode, I'm pretty sure you'll love catching up on all the current events through every single episode of ours. New episodes drop every Monday and Friday. And if you're feeling in a very jolly and gifting mood, we would love to hear what you thought of our episodes in the year 2022. All we ask is just 60 seconds of your time. There's a survey link right below in the show notes. Please click on that and give us your opinion so we can do a much better job of putting together fantastic episodes through 2023. Happy holidays and thanks for listening.